Hey y'all, hey, how y'all doing? Gotta fix these lips. It's your girl, Lisa Robinson, like I told y'all today. Happy birthday month to me and all my other fellow Geminis, and y'all canceled at the end. Well, it's that time of day again. We are gonna go, and I'm gonna show you another way that you can build your real estate portfolio I'm gonna show you how you can build your real estate portfolio, a little to no money out of pocket and without using any of your credit. Okay? Today we're going to be talking about seller financing because a lot of you guys don't understand that. Y'all think I'm lying when I tell y'all this. So I'm going to give you a perfect example. I'm going to show you a property. We did this yesterday where I showed you guys my screen, everything else. And I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to show you two things today. Today I'm going to show you how to use a free service called PropWire. And I'm going to also show you how to use a service called how to do seller financing. Okay. All right. Now, first thing first, First things first, I'm pulling up the property I want to show you guys because we have a seller finance opportunity available. And for some reason, y'all keep thinking I'm joking when I keep telling y'all how easy and quick it is to get the property out here in the world. So grab your pens, grab your papers, grab your calculators, grab whatever it is you use to take notes because we are about to get started because today got a lot to do and I don't really have a whole lot of time. I got like 4.5 hours to get and I have to take a nap. That's just me. I like a good nap. Remember when we was kids, naps was punishment? Not anymore. Let me just clear that up. Not anymore. Okay. So that's done, and I need one more thing done. So if you can hear my voice and see my face, say, hey girl, hey. And let's get into it because today we're going to talk about seller financing. Seller finances is when you, the seller, the person who owns the property that you are trying to purchase, they are your bank. Okay? They are your bank. That's what we're going to be talking about today. And how we're going to do this? We're going to do this by getting you ready for opportunities, by teaching you, telling you, and all the other things that, and what we're going to do about this. Okay. So first things first, did I see hey girl, hey? Did y'all say hey girl, hey to me? I need y'all to say hey girl, hey, because I know y'all talk. So I know y'all hear at least. You're learning, y'all trying to get with it. Give me a big hey girl, hey, so we can get on here. And then share this out with one or three of your friends because y'all keep thinking I'm joking when I tell y'all how easy it is to do this, and I'm not. And when you go back to tell it to your friends, they think you don't know what you're talking about either. So let's just prove it to everybody today. Okay? All right, pumpkins? All right. Now, first things first, my name is Lisa Robinson. I am y'all's favorite real estate diva out here in these real estate streets, slutting it up for the past 27 years. Somebody got offended. I said I was slutting it up. I don't know why, because I didn't mean it. You know, we all know sluts. A slut is known for doing a little bit of everything. And that's what I do out here in these real estate streets. I wholesale, I retail. I'm a broker. I'm an investor. I flip houses. I buy and hold. I wholesale. I Airbnb. I do a lot of different things. So that's why I always say slutting it up. And I can do that. Because I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about none of y'all. So why be offended? Offended. And get everybody a bit offended for too many things. Hey girl, the ancestors speak. I like that. Hey girl, hey, hey babe. Or hey home, hey, if it's a guy, I don't know. So what I want to tell you guys today is this. We are going to be talking about, first of all, let me share my screen because the majority of this is going to be screen share. Okay. I'm going to show you an opportunity where you can self-finance. See, if I just tell you guys this stuff, you guys don't believe me. So I prefer to show life examples. That work for y'all? Because it works for me. Okay? All right. Now, next thing I want to talk to you guys about is, do you have, everybody got pen and paper? Because we're getting ready to start. Now, I have a seller financing opportunity in Bessemer, Alabama. It is a small town right outside of Birmingham. Now, let me explain to you what's going on with Bessemer, Alabama. Bessemer, Alabama is 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. It's 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. I'm sorry. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath. It's 1,326 square feet. They're asking $99,100. It's an all brick structure. An all brick structure. So you guys can see my screen. Let me know. It's an all brick structure. Okay. All bricks. All bricks. Don't try to say I ain't tell you nothing. An all brick structure, my lovelies. Yep, you guys can see my screen. We in business. Okay, so this property, as you can see, my computer is buffering, so we'll leave that to it. So this structure, and I can click on these pictures, I can show you. This property needs a roof. This property needs electric update. This property, see here, right here, this picture needs an update. The property has been vacant for over 5 years. So we've been going back and forth with the seller, me and my partner on this one, Larissa. Hey, girl. We've been going back and forth with this one, and just so we can figure out how to work with this. So the seller finally agreed to the price. Offering price is $99.5. Okay, this, and I'm going to show you some other things about this property, because there's a little lot that's next door to it that comes with the property as well. You can see the inside. It doesn't look as bad as some people would like to think. It's a basement, which is rare in the South to have an in-house basement and not a walkout. So that's the type of thing, and this is showing you guys. And the reason why I'm showing you, and the reason why I show you guys these things, and I'm doing all of the things, I'm showing you everything I possibly can show you, because y'all get it twisted. Y'all, I swear y'all think this is a conspiracy of some sort, and it's not. It's not hard to do the things that I'm telling y'all that we can do. Not at all. So with this property, we're offering $99.5, right? This is a seller finance opportunity, meaning there's a down payment and a monthly payment that's going to be made, but you're going to make your monthly payments directly to the owner. So if you are looking to flip a house in the Alabama, Birmingham area, this is a good house. Now, full disclosure, this house is on septic, not public sewer. So there is a septic, and that's part of the problem the guy's been having selling it. So he enlisted our help so we could sell it for him. Now I finally got him to agree to a price. All right, all right. Because y'all, goodness, listen. So this is the property. It's all brick. It's a cute little house. Needs some work, like I said. Just needs some love. I like an all brick exterior. So you guys can see what it looks like. Boom, boom, boom. Y'all thought I was going to get in here and show y'all something. Now, let me explain what we do. And I'm going to use this house, and then I'm going to show you how to use prop wire. Now, what do we mean by seller financing? Seller, when you normally go to get a mortgage or to get financing home, you go to the bank, you apply for a mortgage, they run your credit, they verify your income, they verify your blood type and everything else under the sun that you really don't want to do. Hey girl, hey, I see you over there on Instagram. Larissa. That's my partner on this one, y'all. That's probably why she came on here. Like, look, going here, tell this girl. Okay, so you normally would go in and you would see that you would have to verify everything. You have to prove everything. If you're self-employed, you got to be self-employed for a certain amount of time and all this other stuff. So when you sell finance, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. In this house, y'all gonna be like, wait a minute, what? What he said? That he said, okay. And you're gonna be looking at it like, I can't believe he's allowing this. Because I was surprised to be honest with you. So, anyhow, you know what? I do not have time with this. So, what happened with that is with this house in particular, I should say. So, he's willing to take a short, but he wants money down. Okay. Now, property, you will need at least $15,000 down on this one. I'm going to show you what a payment schedule looks like. I'm going to show you how to pull comps using prop wire, which I love to say other things. It's prop wire, PROPWIRE.com. Okay, so that's where we're at with that one. So PROPWIRE.com. That's what we're going to be doing. Got it? Everybody good? Or if you're with me, say I'm with you, and I'm totally understanding what you're doing. Because I don't want it. This is not the time for you guys to sit back and say, "Oh, I don't get it." Okay, that's not what this is. This is a session. I am really going to give you guys a complete training session on how to do this real quick. I'm not going to go into the paperwork because I'll be here all day, and I just told you I don't have a whole lot of time. And I got to spend that for real because I've been up all night and early this morning. So when you're looking at this house, you can look at this house and you say, okay, good. Thank you. I'm with you. Okay. So now when you look at this house, you see the work. I just told you everything that needs to be done. So your scope of work is going to be about $50,000, $60,000. Just to give you. Okay. Now keep that in mind. We're going to go on the high end at $60,000. This is not a flip neighborhood, and I'm going to tell you why. Because it's a rural. I have problems in the word. It's a rural area, and it's near a major city. But a lot of people aren't living here, but working in the city, even though it's a 20-minute drive. So you have to be mindful of that. Remember, I told you that when we were wholesaling all last month. You have to be mindful of where you're getting in, what are you getting into, and where you're going to how are you going to get into what you call it, you know what I'm trying to say. How are you trying to get into different areas? What areas you need to talk about the areas that touch the city that you're wholesaling in to make sure you have an adequate inventory amount. Okay, so we're not going to get too much into wholesaling right now, just there and let y'all know that's what it is. It is what it is. Okay. Now, when we talk about we're talking about this seller financing, you have to know what type of area you're in. And like I said, we're not in a wholesaling area. We are in an area where we are probably more rental. It's not a flip area, it's more rental area. So people are going to hold on to properties in this area because it is a good rental area. Okay. And I'm going to show you things, pull up PropStream. I'm going to share PropStream with you guys in a minute, and then we're going to go from there. Now, while PropStream is logging on, if you have any type of questions, concerns, comments, or anything else with this process, I want you to just put it in the chat. Any questions you have during here for a good time, and we're here to learn. So I'm here to edutain you. So I need you guys to come on and know what you're doing. Okay? Let's see. I'm sure see if anything happens. Okay. Do we have to go here? Oh, come on, don't do this. For some reason, it's not letting me sign on with PropWire. PropWire, hold on. All right. Now, financing is when the seller and the bank owns, when the seller is your bank. That's how you can say that. The seller is your bank. Okay. Now, when we say that, what we mean is that the seller is going to offer because they're going to look at your terms. They're going to offer you terms, you're going to counter offer terms, and everything's going to go. Now, me and my partner Larissa, who's on here on Instagram, we thought this would be a better cash deal. Just cash it out and call it. But this is a long story long. The house is in probate, and the probate attorney has advised the client seller to not do a cash deal because they'll have to pay too much in capital gains taxes. Now, if you want to know more about capital gains taxes, we get into that inside the Momentum Masterclass 7-Figure Portfolio Builder. I can't do that right now because capital gains tax is different for everybody. Everybody's situation is different, so I could only use this example and give you a total. But let's just say the attorney is wrong, and it's not a whole lot of money that he would be paying in capital gains taxes, and he really could have just walked away with. He could have walked away with a stack of cash, and not had to worry about it. But he wants to listen to the attorney, and as he wants to listen to that attorney, we're going to let him, because that's what we do. So if like I said, if you have any questions, make sure you comment and put it in the comments, put it in the chat, wherever you are, and we will go from there. Now, I'm getting ready to share the PropWire page with you guys, so you will be able to see it, and we can go and get this done. It's just my computer's moving crazy. I had to redo a whole password and everything else to get in here because I can only stream multi-stream on Chrome, not my Apple that I love so dearly. So now, so when the seller is your bank, the seller may say, hey, I am looking to get, I'm going to have, go ahead. I hate this. Come on. They're going to say, I'm looking to get certain things done. You know, they might have a reason they want to do this. Okay. So let's see if I can stop sharing this screen. So now I'm going to show you how to do this on PropStream so you guys can get the best deal possible. Okay. Screen share. So how y'all doing out there today? How's everybody feeling? So PropWire, it is prop, PropWire, I'm sorry, PropWire. And it looks a little something like this. Now, with this, let me just show y'all because it's not showing on your screen yet. Okay, so this is PropWire, and as you can see, it's propwire.com. So with that being said, I'm going to take and put in the property address that we're doing the seller financing for. And it is 428. Hot. I'm in New York City. Oh, wow. I heard about New York. It was raining there for a long time, too. I think it's going to be a hot summer in New York State, period. I'm here for it. I need a hot summer. So when you use the seller as your bank, here are some things that will not happen. You will not have to run your credit. You will not have to put a whole lot of money down in most cases, depending on how you negotiate. You will not pay high interest rates or interest rates at all. And but you will have a short period of time. You won't have a 30-year mortgage on a seller finance deal. You might have a 5-year with an option to extend, or a 10-year or a 15-year, but you will not have a 30-year mortgage. Okay. Most sellers who allow seller financing, they may finance it to you at a flat rate. So what I mean by that, and I told you guys about the house I use private lending for. They might say, okay, we're selling you this house for $99,000 plus 5% interest on that $99,000. Some of them will give you an amortization schedule, which is what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you what an amortization schedule looks like. Okay. Now, you guys are seeing, this is 428 Harlem Avenue. It's the same. You notice it's the same pictures that we already have up. And the reason for that is because it's lit. It was on Zillow and I have it for sale by on. That's why. Okay. Now, see here, it says off market because it's not listed with a real estate agent. And they have estimated property value 109,750. You know what that means to me? That means me asking 99,000, no, I got $60,000 worth of work. It's not going to work, right? Right. Now, if a chance I come down here and it's looking and saying, this is an absentee owner, it's free and clear, it has high equity, it's an out-of-state owner, it's a tired landlord. All of that is true. My seller doesn't want to be a landlord. He does live out of state. And it does have equity because there's no mortgage or any liens or anything. So it's free and clear. That's why they're saying the estimated property value, that's the equity. Estimated equity, estimated property value, same is going to be the same. Because remember, I gave you guys a formula. Equity is how much that is worth, subtract how much you owe. The difference in that is equity. Okay. Can't never say I don't teach y'all nothing. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Okay. So now the living space building tells you the year it was built, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, does it have a pool, how many stories. It gives you the subdivision name. It gives you the APN. The APN number is what you're going to need to put on your wholesale contract, wholesalers. They tell you what property class it is, county land code use, area, lot, how long, depth is how long, width is how wide. And then you put them together and you get square footage. So it's 0.33 acres. Okay. All right. Now taxes. Tax amount in 2022 was $891. Yeah, you heard what I said. $891 for property taxes. I wish I could pay that. I'll give you all of these amenities. Now, here's the next thing. Here is, if you click the owner, it tells you the owner's name. It tells you, you can click skip trace and it'll tells you their name, tells you their address, then you click skip trace, okay? And it can also tell you if they have other properties that they own, and he does. Now, we want comps because the majority of you follow me are wholesalers, and if you're paying attention now, you should be paying attention and writing this down. You want to use, I'm going to show you how to use prop wire. I keep saying prop stream because that's another system that I use. Now, comps are going to go like this, and I want you guys to understand. When we're looking at comps, you want them to be they have to be sold. Remember, sold in the last year within 1 mile radius of the subject property. The subject property is 428 Harlem. And these are your supposed comps. Okay. Now, why do I say supposed? Because not all of them are going to be comps. Not all of them are going to be comps. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. Okay, now you want to know sold in the last year within 100, and you can on here. Okay, let me let my computer catch up because it's moving by itself now. The joys of being on a desktop. So now I can click this more button, and it's going to allow me to do, I want to, there's single family homes. My subject property is single family, so I only want a single family. How many bedrooms? If you do the drop down, same number of bedrooms. Make it easy on yourselves. This is not brain surgery, okay? How many bathrooms? Click that drop down, let it drop down, and you're gonna do the same thing you did. Same number of bedrooms, same number of bathrooms. This is weeding out what you have. So now if I scroll up, it shows one home within the last mile. Nope, hold on. We're going to go up here. This says within a half a mile. We're going to take that up to a mile. Now we have more houses and more properties and everything else. See that? This one is for sale. That's not a comp because it's for sale. It can't be on the market. It can't be listed. It can't be pending. It has to be sold. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the highest sold comps, because we're going to get the after repair value, not the current value. Okay. So you're going to do the highest comps sold, highest. Like this one here is 135. But be careful. This is in another city. So that can't be. Y'all hear what I'm saying? This one's for sale for 160. Oh, okay. 100, 110, 99.9. But you see this one? This is not a comp because you got to go down here. One thing we got about our comps when we were doing this. And we have to put in here. It won't let me scroll back up. I hate Chrome. You gotta manually, you can't scroll up, that freak. Okay, any square footage. No, it can't be any square footage. You want to be within 20%. Now, when you do this, you must be within 20%. You see how now we have, some of them have gone away. You no longer see the one for 160 where you shouldn't see it. This one's 166, but it's in a different city. Dolomite, Alabama is different from Bessemer. You can't use the same ones. So you want to make sure it says Bessemer, okay? Now this one says Bessemer and it's within a half a mile. So yeah, I want to use that one. I take that one. Notice as I click, these numbers at the bottom of the screen down here are going to change. Okay. 35, Bessemer. This one says 201. So now looking at this, we're going to stick with those three. Because remember I told you can have 3 to 5 comps. So the average, the comp base value is 156, 180. It's 156, 180. You're going to multiply that by 70%. It's 109. Then you're going to subtract the $60,000 we said we needed. It would be 49. Now, if it needed to be that's if it needs to be fully gutted. This property doesn't need to be fully gutted. So we're going to probably land around somewhere 50, 60. Now we're in the 50, 60 range, and that's for wholesaling. Now you have to put work into it. You as a person who's going to keep it to hold it, you're going to pay more because you're seller financing. So you might pay 75. because you're holding on to this for seller financing. And then once you renovate it, you're going to rent it out. Now, Lisa, how can I find out how much it is for rent? Go to my little favorite thing, and it's called rent.com. It's the rentometer. Y'all be cracking me. Y'all be thinking this is crazy, and I'm not. I'm telling y'all this is true story. The rentometer.com, and you type in the address 428 Bessemer. Harlem. Bessemer, Alabama. It's got 3 bedrooms, only 1 bathroom, and it's a house. And check my rentals. And you just check rentals right there. Now, the average rent in this area for this type of house is $1,220. So now you know it's going to cash flow. Then you now have to look at how much can you, if you know the most you can charge is $1,220. You can charge more than that if you want to, but the average rent in the area is $1,220. So you need to see how much are you going to have to cash flow. You can't pay the seller $1,220, so you want to negotiate cash flow. But that's, like I said, that's another class altogether, teaching you guys how to do that part. So you want to know the rent, though. If you're going to seller finance, you want to know how much rent is going to be. Now, if you plan to fix this up and move into it, then it becomes a home for you, and you might be willing to pay a little bit more every month. You might be willing to do a little more work and everything else into it because you're going to live in the home. But I'm going to use this. My people are going to use this as a rental. The most they can charge in rent is $1,220, which means that can't be their monthly payment. Their monthly payment has to be below $1,220 because cash flow comes into effect. Now, normally on a rental property, I'm being very honest with you guys. Normally on a rental property, you're only going to cash flow $200 to $500 per door per month. This is a 1-door property because it's a single family home. So it's 1 door. So if we're doing, so that's the most I get off of this. But if you did this 5 times, and just say bare minimum 200 times 5, that's $1,000 a month you just put into it. That's $1,000 a month you're going to profit, because that's what cash flow is. Your profit after your rent, gross rent and expenses. Okay. Now I'm going to stop sharing my screen now because I need to talk to y'all, because y'all not talking back to me, and I get it. I've been feeling a little neglected because y'all act funny with me. Don't want to talk. So now we're back on. So now you guys understand, you guys are getting the flow of what we're going through as far as seller financing. Seller financing is when the seller is your bank. So in this instance, the seller wants $15,000 down. In this instance, you're going to be able to negotiate how much you pay per month. Yes, you're going to provide something as a guide to how much they really want, and then you're going to figure into that. Okay. All right. So normally, say you didn't have to put anything down and you negotiated $70,000 for this, and it's 5% interest. So that's another $3,500. So that's $73,500 divided by annual percentage rate. You're paying $3,500 in interest per year. Now let me see if I can pull up that amortization schedule so I can show you guys how it looks, because that's what I wanted to do. Y'all honestly think, and this is me teaching you just the bare minimum of what I can teach you. Imagine if you were in the cohort, if you were in the Momentum Masterclass, you would get this plus me coming to visit you in your market face to face so we can sit down and talk and go to lunch and have some walk your properties together and everything else. Because that's what happens in Momentum Masterclass. And y'all like, wait a minute, what? You doing all that? Sure am. I know she sent it to me. Let me find it out. So if you guys have any questions in the chat, you will, like it says in the caption on Facebook. And I offer weekly one-on-one training sessions. You get access to the entire library of, you get full access to the entire library of everything we teach inside the Creative Wealth Academy. You also get in-person coaching, credit repair, and strategies. Now, let me explain credit repair and strategies. If you have bad credit, we need you to get your credit right. We're not just trying to say, hey, don't use your credit, because you could actually do way more with good credit. Okay, that's number one. So we're never going to say don't get your credit straightened out. I need you to get your credit straightened out so we can maximize your funding opportunities and you can scale and grow quicker. Okay, so we get credit repair if you have bad credit, and then once you get the credit repaired, we move you over to the strategy side. That makes sense? And we build, if you already have good credit, we're going to build your business credit and get you funded and make sure your LLC and everything else is to date, right? We get you into the correct format, okay? The absolute correct format that you will need to get the maximum funding. That's what I want you guys to understand. And you get access to traditional, private, and hard money lending, besides all of the different creative financing strategies. So right now, I'm going to be totally transparent because this is what I do. I'm totally transparent. If you are interested in the 90 days of coaching, 90 days, okay? 90 days of coaching is on sale. It's normally $12,000 for me to give you all of this. This time it's on sale for $5,000. The sale ends soon. And when I say soon, I mean Sunday. The sale ends on Sunday. Is there a payment option? Yes, because somebody asked me that. Can I use my Klarna Afterpay or Affirm? Yes, if you can qualify for $5,000, you can use that too and get a better payment than what I can give you, because I can only split you up into 2 payments. So if you're interested in this process and in this program, please reach out to me, or you can reach out to me, or what you can do is you can either reach out to me and ask the questions that you want to ask, or what we can do in this process is you can just register and we can get you started right away. Now, what happens is this: once if you register today, you're going to have a phone call, even though I have my calendar blocked off for this weekend, because I am celebrating my birthday, just so you guys know. I'm so excited. And what we're doing is, I'm going to reach out to the people that sign up, and I'm going to talk to you for about an hour just to get an idea of what it is you need. On Monday, I'm going to send you a summary and a brief strategy of where I think we should go with your program. You're going to agree, disagree, you're going to sign a contract, and we're going to get started. Okay. It's just that easy, and it's just that simple. Now, let me explain. I have 1 or 2 people that have already registered to this, and I only take 10 people, just so you understand that. Because if I'm going to give you this type of attention I have to limit the amount of people that I'm doing this type of attention with, if that makes sense. So it should make sense, but in case it does not, I can give it to you. Okay, so I just dropped the link for YouTube and Facebook. If you guys need Instagram, DM me and I'll send you the link. Okay, because I don't want anybody to not be able to get to any if they want to get into it. Another thing is I'm waiting for the amortization schedule to load so you guys can see what I'm talking about. An amortization schedule can literally be created, and most of them do. They are created on Instagram, not Instagram, Excel. Okay. It's done on Excel, and that's why I said I'm going to show you the process. I'm going to share the screen so you guys can actually see it, and then we'll be done for the day because I just looked at the time, and Lord knows, baby time. I need to get into my stuff. Sure. So, in the meantime, between time, how many of you, out of the different things that we talked about tax closure, mortgage foreclosures, we talked about wholesaling, we talked about private lending. Which route is more interesting to you? Which creative financing strategy are you more likely to use out of the ones that we discussed this week so far? Now, tomorrow I'm going to come on here. We're going to run some numbers. I'm going to pull up the calculator and go through some things with you and show you guys how to use the calculator that we use inside the group. This thing is not working. What the heck? You're getting on my nerves, honey. Let's see if I can just airdrop it from my one. Private lending, had no idea this was a thing. Yes. So yeah, thank you for mentioning this. Private lending, I don't know if you were on the other night when I went through the deal that I did. I could summarize it really quick while we're waiting for this last item to come up for today. Private lending is when somebody loans you the money to purchase your property, in a lot of cases, give you the money to purchase it and fix it up. And they charge you interest on the back end of that. So I'll use the house that I bought. I told you guys how I went through the whole foreclosure process with one of my people that I know. And they went through this entire process of foreclosure. And I found a private lender that was willing to give me the money. So what we did was, so with that being said, how it works out is I found a house. The bank wanted 138. Once he got to the real estate agent, I offered 110 at first, and then I said no. I want to do 100. I offered 100. The bank countered me at 115. So I got the house at $101,500. $101,500. And then what happened is I put down a $500 EMD because that's what I negotiated with the bank, $500 EMD. So I came out of pocket $500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 blue notes, as y'all like to say. 5 blue notes. This lender gave me the money I needed to close. So that's where we were at. Now, then what happens is he gave me 109. He gave me 101. He gave me 110. Let me just round it up like that. He gave me 110. He wants $20,000 profit, which is like 20%. So he's getting a $20,000 profit off of his 120, and in 6 months, because private lending sometimes is it's a lot less time than what you would normally get in a normal lending. Term is just longer. It's shorter. I mean, I'm sorry. So I have to pay him back the full 129, in September, 6 months, because we did this in February, so 6 months. August. The contract says September. Okay, so in September. Now, what happened between is I'm making monthly payments. So now that I'm making these monthly payments directly to my private lender, the house is in my name. The house is now in my business name. The house is now in my business name. It's getting ready to start the renovation process. My plan is to keep the house, because you always have to have an exit strategy. I don't know exactly what it is that you're doing. Even if you are planning to do an Airbnb, planning to do a long-term rental, planning to do a flip, planning to do whatever, a rooming house, whatever it is that you plan to do, the first thing you need to have in your mind after you purchase is the exit strategy. How am I going to get out of this? That's what you need. How am I getting out of this? You have to have an exit strategy when you're dealing in real estate. Okay, pumpkins, I hope y'all hear me. Okay, all right. Because I know some of y'all be like, Lisa, you never said this, and now I'm stuck in this property, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, that's not what I said to y'all. What I said was to make sure you have an exit strategy. So my exit strategy is to hold this property long term for a rental. My exit strategy for the loan, because you have to have an exit strategy for the loan. That's where the exit strategy come in. How do you get this property out of the debt that you got it into? And my exit strategy for that is to refinance it. And I've already started looking for lenders to see if I could refinance it. So, because I go through my lenders in my that are in my, what you call it? You know what? Let me try this. And save it. Because this thing it's not letting me bring it up for some reason, y'all. But I want to show y'all this. I really do. Here it is. Ha ha ha. Maybe now I can. So you have to have two exit strategies. How are you going to get out of the property, and how are you going to get out of the loan? So my exit strategy to get out of the loan is to refinance it for what's owed. Or I can refinance it for the entire equity amount. To explain to you, this house is going to have about $100,000 worth of equity once I'm done renovating. So I can refinance the equity and pull out the $100,000 and put that money into another project. And then I can sell the house. Now, you guys are like, well, why would you sell the house? You just took all the money out, right? But the $100,000 profit that I just took out because I refinanced it, that's tax-free. You don't get taxed on loans. So now I refinance and pull that money out. I don't get taxed on that money. I don't have to claim capital gains. I don't have to claim it as profit. I didn't sell a house. So I don't have to pay income tax. I don't have to pay capital gains tax, none of that. And then when I sell the house and I'm selling it for, I don't care. I already made my money off of it when I refinanced and pulled the money out. So if I sell it, even if I made $10,000, I'm only paying taxes on the $10,000. I'm only paying capital gains tax on that 10,000, which is not going to be much at that point. You see what I'm saying? So there's different strategies you can do to work this out to your benefit the same way. Y'all hear me? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Y'all hear it? Because I guarantee you, y'all just missed that play that I just dropped to y'all. I guarantee you just missed it. I don't know how you missed it, but I guarantee some of y'all just that. I just dropped a whole play as to how you can get free money from real estate. But y'all don't hear me. It's okay. I heard me. I know. Yeah, but private money is a great thing. And inside my Momentum Masterclass, we do have a list of private lenders who are ready to. And some of them only lend in certain areas. Some of them will lend nationwide. Just depends. This is so triggering for me because I'm just learning about these different financial systems. Don't be triggered. Be engaged. Get into it. The time for you now is to get into this, and in order to be able to benefit from it. The time now is to learn it and execute, and pick one. And that's what I tell everybody. The problem is, and I'm addressing you, Ancestor Speaks. The problem with people who want to get into real estate is they want to do everything all at one time. No, choose one thing. Choose one thing. I love seller financing, but I'm going to tell you, that's not how I started. I started real estate, not wholesaling. I started real estate buying and holding foreclosures. I was buying foreclosures through HUD. I was buying government-backed loan foreclosures. I was on that HUD list. The new HUD list came out every Monday, and I was in it. And at the time that I started doing this heavily is when the real estate market was crashing. So there were so many foreclosures. I was snapping them up. Okay. And that same situation is getting ready to happen again. The real estate market will not crash like it did in 2008. This is my opinion. The real estate market will not crash like it did in 2008. However, we are going to see an increase in foreclosures. If you were on the live stream last night, I told you the city of Chicago, did y'all hear me say Chicago is #1 in the country with new foreclosures as of January 1st of 2025. They've had 3,789 new properties hit the foreclosure list. So it's about to happen. And this is happening in every city, in every state. You just have to know how to look them up, how to be a part, how to get into the movement. And people are not, and the problem I have with the gurus, the do's, and the no rules that are all over social media and YouTube and everywhere else telling you this is they don't tell you everything. They don't tell you who you need to talk to at these banks in order to get the information you need. They don't tell you which real estate agents have these properties listed. They don't tell you what you need to do in order to negotiate or how you have to go online to bid on some of these properties sometimes. They don't tell you that. I tell you that. And the reason why is because when I first started out, there wasn't a lot of real estate investors that looked like me. They didn't talk like me. They didn't live where I lived. They didn't come from where I came from. And they definitely wasn't trying to show me how to get into the business and how to execute the play. They definitely wasn't. But now that I've been learning it and I've been getting into it more and more, and I realize I don't have to use all my money, and my money can sit in the bank, and I can just go, like I said, I just got a house. Listen to this. I put $500 into a property. And as soon as I signed my on the closing documents, the property instantly had $50,000 worth of equity. Actually, it's 55 because I paid 110. I paid $110,000 for this house. Remember that. Remember I said 110 altogether. And that included the closing costs and everything else. That was all in 110. I only came up with $500 out of pocket. My lender gave me the remainder. The house appraised at 165. The appraisal, so if I'm at 110 and the house is at 165, I already have $55,000 in equity. I have to put about 50 to 75,000 into the house. So that's going to put me at about even at let's say 70,000. That's going to put me at 129 because I have to pay back the interest on the loan. So 129 plus another 70. That's 199. The house is already ARV after repair value at 265 between 265 and 275. So even if I do the high end of 275,000 minus, what did I say? 190, 129 and 70, 199. 199. I still got $76,000 profit for $500 out of pocket. For $500 out of pocket, I still made $76,000. And because how you break that down, like, wait a minute, no, don't you make the whole 265? No, I don't, because I still got to pay this man his $129,000, and I still got to replace the $75,000 in renovation costs. So that's not profit for me. That's getting my money back. That's taking care of the debt that's on the house and everything. So if I refinance and pull out the equity of $76,000 and then sell the house, guess what? I'm not paying any taxes on that $76,000. That's why we refi. Yep. That's how it works. So let me see if this thing came up so I can get you. Let this be my last act of kindness. I hope it did, because I want to show you guys this. So anticipate. I never knew love could never feel this way. So yeah, so that's how it's been. So okay, that's the same comment. Just want to make sure. So answers, did you get that? Is that something? Private lending is out there. People have the money. People want to do it. They want to do it. And they'll even do private lending. A lot of people will do private lending with new investors. With new investors, as long as they can prove that they have somebody who's going to be assisting them through this process that has some experience. And you can do that. You definitely can do that. Is this thing not responding right? Oh, if not, I'm gonna have to do this tomorrow morning to show you guys, because I'm looking at the time. I got about 10 minutes to show you guys this, and then I gotta be out of here. Yeah, I got about 10 minutes, if that. All right, y'all. I'm not gonna fight with it no more. I'll just show you guys tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, I'll be on around 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll show you guys the amortization schedule. Let me make sure. I gotta look at my calendar, because I say stuff and then I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Tomorrow is June 7th. Oh yeah, I got my baby's dance recital is tomorrow. My granddaughter, my little coconut, she's in a dance recital tomorrow. So I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna end it now. And remember, because I'll show you guys the amortization schedule, and we'll talk some other numbers tomorrow for seller finance. So we'll do the amortization schedule for the seller financing tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. No, 10 a.m. I'm sorry, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lock in quickly because it's going to go fast. I'll probably be only on about maybe 30 minutes, no more than 45, because that recital starts and I have to be there. All right. All right. Now, remember what I always tell you guys. You can choose to be anything you want in this world. I just hope you choose to be kind. Because at some point in your life, somebody's been kind to you, and it's always good to pay kindness forward. Not only does it make you a good person when you pay kindness forward, but if we all did it, make the world a much better place to be in. And after yesterday, when the girls was girling and the people was peopling, and all y'all rich billionaires was on having Twitter wars, doing little Twitter wars, we could all use some more kindness because this is ridiculous. Now, if this was your first time being here, don't let it be your last. And if you've been here before, as always, thank you for coming and supporting the girls. And exactly, and now guess what? Hold on. It just popped up. It just popped up. Okay. So let me see if I can share my screen. Since it's still on here. I hope everybody's still on. Hope you guys are still on, because we are going to do this now. I'm going to do this now. Do it now. Do it now. All right. Let me see if I can screen share, and if it'll let me screen share. It should. Without any problems, because Lord knows this mess is crazy. So if you're still with me, say I'm still here in the comments so I know. Because I might have to repeat this because I think some more people signed up. So we are still going to get this done. We're going to see if we can screen share this Excel amortization sheet. You can do it right in Excel. That's crazy. But we have one that's already done. So that's why I said, let me see if I can do it. I don't want to show you. I'm not going to show you guys how to do it. Not like that anyway. Okay, yeah, she's still here. Good, good, good. Want to see if it's going to let me share. It should. Oh no, it's not. I told y'all Chrome really be tripping. And I can't use my multi share. So I'm gonna do it for you tomorrow. I'm gonna have it in a way that we can do this tomorrow. Yeah, let me see. I was trying to do it. I really wanted to do it. So let's see. Yeah, we'll I'll have it so we can do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow at 10 a.m. I thought I was gonna be able to do it. So I just figured out in my brain how to do it. It's gonna take me a minute. So I want to make sure I have everything up, so I'm not just fumbling over everything. All right. All right. Now, I'm going to see you guys tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you are on the West Coast, 6 a.m. You're in the mountains, 6. 6. And if, no, 5, 8. 8 o'clock in the mountains, 7 o'clock on the West Coast, 8 o'clock in the mountains, 6 o'clock Central. I mean, I'm going backwards. I'm sorry. 9 o'clock Central, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right. And we're going to go over the amortization schedule, and I'm going to show you one of the calculators that we use in the Momentum Masterclass so that we can analyze our deals. Okay. All right, guys. Love and like you a lot. I will see you mañana. Hasta luego. That means I'll see you later if you don't know how to speak Spanish. Hasta luego. See you later. All righty. Bye-bye.